Hey.
Did you know it's cold in there?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having us on the show.
It's so awesome to be here. It's great.
It's the refrigerator, Harry.
Must be an American thing.
It's not.
So let me start with you, sir. You've lived a life with the royal family, you've had everything handed to you, but you say your life has been hard, and now you've written all about it in your new book, Win.
So I was thinking maybe later I could show you around LA. We can go to Hollywood Boulevard. Actually, it's kind of disgusting. Or maybe the Santa Monica Pier.
Yes, that's right, friend. You see, my wife and
I
I
was totally like, you should write a book because your family like stupid and then so are like journalists.
Never mind, that's kind of gross too. And whatever, we'll figure it out. I am just so happy to be back.
So you hate journalists. That's right. And now you wrote a book that reports on the lives of the royal family. Right. So you're a journalist.
For sure. But wait, watch this.
We just want to be normal people. All this attention is so hard.
Isn't it true, sir, that your questionable wife has her own TV show and hangs out with celebrities and does fashion magazines?
Amazing, right?
Oh, you are not going to believe how this all kicked off. Picture it. Total silence online, and then out of nowhere, a brand new Reddit account, not even half a day old, drops 4 random, uncaptioned images in this mid-tier animation subreddit. No context, no clues, no episode numbers, no watermark. Nothing. Just a blurry Imgur link with the caption, "They really went there this time." And just like that, boom, chaos. The pics were way sharper than that last leak. We're talking full-color storyboard, labeled and, no question, straight out of Family Guy. At first, everyone thought, oh, it's probably just some recycled parody art. But then someone zoomed in, and there it was in the corner. Scene 11, page 9. Not fan art, not even close. This was the real deal, studio level. And the content? Somehow even nastier than the last round.
He hates delete.
You need to knock it off. And you're hitting everyone with that tape.
The very first panel, Meghan Markle herself animated to perfection, but in this exaggerated, hyper-detailed style, gripping a cracked microphone that literally had archetypes written on it, standing ankle-deep in spilled jam. And right behind her, Prince Harry, barefoot, looking dazed, hauling a wagon piled high with unsold memoirs. The caption under them read, "When branding becomes haunting." And oh, it did get worse. Another frame showed a gravestone that read, "Privacy, 2018 to 2020. Then there's Meghan again, wearing a tiara made entirely of press passes, standing over this bubbling cauldron labeled content strategy. And in the background, little Easter eggs everywhere, calling back to old scandals. It was giving deja vu from that South Park roast.
Do you have any cash for a cab? Oh, look, Grandma's on the money. I never noticed that before.
Oh, and the details. Wild. A cracked TV replaying the Oprah interview, a Suits DVD being used as a drink coaster, and, I swear I'm not making this up, a blurry sign in the corner that read, "Montecito population, 2+ lawsuits." The subreddit froze. Not a single upvote, nobody reposting, just stunned silence. Then the wave hit. People started grabbing screenshots like their lives depended on it. Twitter lit up, TikTok went nuts with reaction videos, and within 20 minutes, poof. The entire thread vanished, deleted by the mods. No reason given. Anyone who reshared the images, quietly shadow banned, including one account claiming they'd worked in post-production for Fox Animation, and all they posted before disappearing was, "This version didn't get cut. It got buried."
Bravo fired me. Well, not really, but basically, they only offered me friend of the Housewives for next season.
And just like that, this stopped feeling like a throwaway cartoon gag. It turned into a situation. People started whispering that maybe, just maybe, these leaks weren't accidents. That someone inside the studio was leaving breadcrumbs on purpose. And judging by how fast takedown notices were going out, Meghan's team might have seen the images before the rest of the world did, which made everyone wonder, if this is what's leaking, then what else is still sitting in that vault? And mind you, that was only frame 1. The next drop was even darker, sharper, and the imagery, so layered that Reddit's top detectives had to tag each other in to decode it all. This next one was labeled Scene 12, Alt Cutaway. Inside Fox, they apparently called it the brand graveyard. Reddit sleuths think it was pitched months ago, then yanked by Network Legal. But now, 4 full, completed frames had surfaced, and they were brutal. It opens with Stewie and Brian walking through a foggy, Tim Burton-style cemetery. There's a cracked neon sign overhead. Here lie the brands. Every gravestone is actually a twisted-up product logo. As they stroll along this crooked path, the tombstones start coming into view.
Hi, I'm Meghan Markle.
And I'm Harry. Harry.
And we're royally screwed.
One says Pearl Jam, Montecito edition. Another, a broken Spotify waveform split clean in half. And then, the big one, a crumbling gold foil memorial that reads, "The American Royal Rebrand." Born loud, died louder. And then the camera shifts to the main target. Cartoon Meghan is right there in the middle of the graveyard, wearing this long black cape stitched together from magazine covers. Her heels are sinking in the mud while she's trying to pour tea into a mug shaped like Oprah's head, but it's leaking out a hole labeled Trust. Harry's nearby, slumped in a folding chair next to a coffin labeled Spare 2, even spacier. He's holding a dusty jam jar that says Ever Limited Authenticity. He tries to bury it, but it just floats back to the surface. Then Stewie turns to Brian and whispers, "What's scarier, ghosts or influencers with victim arcs?" Brian, totally deadpan. "Depends. Do the ghosts have podcasts?" And then, the kicker. Meghan throws her arms up, about to declare some sort of rebrand resurrection. And suddenly the ground splits. A glowing hand shoots out. It's a ghostly corgi paw clutching a tabloid with Princess Diana's face on it. Meghan gasps, stumbles, drops her crown, and it rolls right into the privacy grave, knocking the headstone over. Stewie grabs a spray can and tags a blank tombstone, "Coming soon, Netflix's apology tour." The scene fades to black, but in the leaked frame notes, there's an extra line that didn't make it to final animation. A whisper from the fog. "Reputation is the one thing you can't monetize twice." Ouch.
I'm sorry, I'm just really stressed. We're completely out of money.
But hold on, that wasn't even the worst of it. Because the next storyboard? Oh, it doesn't take place in a graveyard. It's set on a talk show stage, one that feels a little too familiar. So the next leak? It was like a sucker punch. Suddenly, boom. We're on this bizarre daytime talk show set. Part Oprah, part Ellen, part Fever Dream. The storyboard title? Scene 13. Meghan's manifestation hour. And even on paper, the vibe was icy. The set is decked out in lavender and gold, giant roses everywhere, and this flickering applause, emotionally sign blinking overhead. First frame, Meghan's cartoon self is perched on this plush couch shaped like a Spotify logo, clutching a massive microphone carved out of Himalayan salt. A voiceover's going all in with the intro. "Your Duchess of Disruption, your Empress of Empathy, your CEO of Self-Discovery." The camera pans out, and the audience, completely empty. Just rows and rows of Oprah cardboard cutouts, each with a different face. Shock, pity, disappointment. One cutout is literally cracked in half with tape holding it together. Then, her co-host drifts in. A floating spectral corgi wearing Princess Diana's famous pearl choker. It curls up beside Meghan and mutters, "We tried warning you, but you kept scheduling panels." The voice? Pure British aristocrat, tired over it. And people online immediately compared it to Dame Maggie Smith. Zoom in on Meghan's cue cards, oh my god. They say things like, "Reclaim the narrative," "Paint a profit funnel," and "Next guest, someone less polarizing." One just says, "Tear up on cue." Third frame, Meghan starts pitching her new healing product line. And the ghost corgi interrupts with, "Did you think no one would notice the label's just a sticker?" But here's where it gets spicy. The last frame is pixelated. We can see Meghan mid-sentence, looking stunned, lips halfway through a word, reacting to something off screen.
I don't know what to do. How are we going to pay for school for Archie?
I have to tell you, I never realized so many things cost money. Like this chicken. I bet you had to pay for it.
Now Reddit's theories went wild. Was it Oprah walking in, Montecito's Wi-Fi bill, Tyler Perry calling, but then someone claiming to have worked on the original cut dropped a bomb. They said the gag was supposed to be the ghost of future relevancy walking on stage with a mirror, and Meghan's reflection is just a tabloid headline. Former Duchess still talking. Apparently Fox cut it after debating if it was just too savage. Still, the leaked vibe? Chilling. Critics started calling it a masterclass in animated psychological warfare. Fans? They just called it cold. But then, plot twist. This stopped being about jokes, because eagle-eyed Redditors spotted something in the background that turned the whole leak into a conspiracy theory. Third frame of that talk show scene, over Meghan's shoulder, there's this weird blocky shape on the wallpaper. Someone zooms in, cranks the contrast, runs it through a QR code scanner.
I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. I kind of took you out of your natural habitat. I'm surprised you're still breathing.
And it leads to a dead Fox animation subdomain, buried, inactive, but titled 2026 Upfront Assets. Everyone's like, wait, why would storyboard frames supposedly for a fall 2025 episode link to a page for next year's network preview? Coincidence? Or planted? And then someone spots another symbol. This tiny TV with a lightning bolt through it carved into the stage floor. Hardcore animation fans recognized it. It popped up years ago in a South Park teaser that turned out to be stealth marketing. Cue the Fox funnel theory, that these leaks aren't leaks at all, but a planned viral campaign using Meghan and Harry as unwilling promo bait. One Redditor with a cybersecurity background swore the speed of the takedowns meant automated detection systems were pre-wired for those exact files. Their words, this wasn't cleanup. This was choreography. The QR code clips started flooding Twitter, Tumblr, TikTok. One edit, QR on one side, the subdomain page on the other, got 800K views in under 3 hours. Suddenly, no one was asking, is this real? They were asking, how far ahead did Fox plan this? Because if Family Guy isn't just roasting Meghan and Harry but using them to launch a whole year of marketing dominance, that's not a roast, that's a rollout. And inside Montecito, total DEFCON mode. The moment the QR discovery went viral, Meghan's circle hit the panic button. First emergency call, not PR, legal. By sunrise, the Sussex team's on an encrypted call with a Los Angeles defamation attorney who's taken on late-night shows, sketch comedy, even animated satire. And an analytics firm allegedly told her team the worst stat yet. The Oprah mug scene had racked up over 78 million impressions in 24 hours. And here's the nightmare part. Not one of those 78 million impressions came from any official Family Guy account. This thing hadn't even aired yet. Which means Meghan wasn't just in a PR crisis, she was trapped in a viral loop that had no off switch. According to a Hollywood source close to her publicist, that's when Meghan reportedly said the line now bouncing around industry back channels. If we don't stop this now, they'll never stop. But stopping, not on the writer's side. While Montecito scrambled, the Family Guy offices were apparently buzzing like it was Victory Week. One production assistant said the mood was pure adrenaline, because in their words, we knew exactly what we were doing. This wasn't some leak slipping out, it was practically dared out. Insiders claim the backlash to that first leak, the one with Meghan's golden throne of broken mics and Diana-stamped coins, wasn't a warning, it was a green light. One verified writer on a private forum said, "This isn't just roasting them, we're testing how far we can go before Oprah, Netflix, or their lawyers blink." Another insider even claimed the leaked frames were screened on purpose in a late-night pitch meeting just to see the reactions. This wasn't a rogue animator's stunt. This was a stress test. When the internet didn't break and instead turned the leaks into looping memes, the writers took it as a green light. The new phrase flying around the room, if South Park drew first blood, we're going for the artery. And rumor is other shows are feeling bold now too. Even stand-up comics are pitching Sussex jokes again. What Meghan and Harry thought was a small, containable jab had snowballed into a moment across the entire entertainment industry. And the British press? Oh, they smelled blood. Within 24 hours of the leak hitting Reddit and Twitter, the UK tabloids were in full feeding frenzy. The Express blasted headlines like "Cartoon mockery marks Harry's final fall." Even Diana would cringe. The Daily Mail ran a side-by-side cartoon Harry fumbling a jam jar, real Harry giving a mental health speech under the headline, "He asked for privacy, they gave him punchlines." The Sun, normally cheeky, went razor sharp, accusing the couple of opening every door to mockery and acting shocked when the house burns down. And it wasn't just the press. A palace source told The Times that senior aides were deeply alarmed at the scale of the ridicule. Quiet hopes that Harry might still reconnect with the inner circle? Nearly impossible now, the source said. The monarchy can't afford a mascot who's become a meme. Two Harry-linked events suddenly vanished from calendars, a Scottish veterans fundraiser and a German mental health summit, both quietly removing his name from press materials within 48 hours of the leak blowing up. And when that line went viral, it hit harder than the animation itself, because once your own country stops seeing you as royalty and starts seeing you as a running joke, palace doors don't reopen.